Doing the Cabot yard check. You got some railroad activity. Very cold out today. Just going to be brief. Friday video is much more bearable to do. Looks like we have a bunch of traffic, and they're redoing this segment of the yard now. Yeah, there's a lot of trains occupying the same track. $17.40. Service for repairs. Regional's backing up to the station. Got a bunch of phase 7s. More and more phase 7s are being put into regular service. Cars are being repainted more. And yeah, there's a lot of traffic, rail traffic. Got 1740 over here. Very cold. It's a bad wind chill that makes it feel 20 degrees colder. Northeast regional train. Actually, we need to do some more yard activity and train some world on the Boston map. Because most of the stuff that I've been doing is actual main line work. 646. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of mainline work and such. Hello, Henry. Welcome aboard. But yeah, been doing pretty good on the main line, keeping the time for passengers. So I perfected passenger service. For freight service, however, actually, I rarely do freight services. I rarely do freight services in Train Some World, even though I should. Even though I got a bunch of more freight DLC. And why is everyone using the same piece of track? We have rail congestion coming back into the yard. Luckily, all these are deadheading. It's like a line. It's like the third train in a row. But yeah, I'm guessing this is a line because the rush hour is about to begin. That's Camira for you. Currently 11:29 is on the Worcester line right now. But it's all the way up in Natick. 1831, unrebuilt cells here. And there's another train back there in line. Or at least you have F40 Friday. $20.26, quickly approaching us. $10.50. F40 Friday, heading to Reedville via the Fairmont line. they should really add more single level CTC1s to the roster in Train Sim World. But I feel like the bi-levels aren't that bad because the cab cars are realistic. They're in the 18 series. As for the newer ones, you just repaint them and just change the number settings on the next gen 18 series for Road'em cars. First gens are fine for Train Sim World. But plus, the exterior differences on the first and second gen commuter rails, they vary. So there's low variation between the two. Except if you want to go interior, the doors are slightly different. But that still works out, because you can just renumber it in number editor, or just find the numbering system somewhere. You can just expand it there. But for the single levels, the differences are noticeable. The designs, so the 700s and the 800s, they look very similar. Like when the trains are going by at 100 or 90 so miles per hour, you can notice the difference if you're a keen expert of rail fanning, or you know what to spot the differences. And plus, in reality, there have been actual contests where the whole train's just made out of Rodems, which is actually realistic. But the thing is that isn't realistic is that there are multiple MBBs in the set. Yeah, there's lots of MBBs. So MBBs are actually more of the rare cars. But I'm glad that they got those in Train Sim Classic. No, actually, no, Train Sim World. But what will be cool is to actually get the comic cars in the Train Sim World by HSP. Green bus train. 6 cars today. See, look how the cars blend in. Their window sizes are approximately the same. Yeah. 1835. Uh-oh. 1711. Okay. Yeah, but now we're taking cab cars from the north side again and just sticking them in the middle of the train. We have all the cars delivered in service, but yeah, I guess that we need more capacity here. The team does whatever it needs, but the thing, 1700s do not lead anymore on the south side. There's another train, probably heading from Reedville. Boston. Office, welcome aboard. 45. Yeah, it could be 45 subway cars, but 1945 has yet to have a problem. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last train. We see some 1700s of interests, but they look fine. They're connected to power. Waiting for repairs. 1846. Probably coming from Reedville because there's passengers on board. But yeah, definitely too cold to be. I was contemplating of doing a rail fanning session that session before the air gauges went up. However, but since it's so cold, I don't want to be sticking around here for a lot. It's due to the wind chill. It says 40 degrees, but it's actually a wind chill. But yeah, we did a Cabot check, and the sun's going down after other errands. Yeah, 417, 41, some other 17s. But yeah, no sign of 1616, probably inside game maintenance. And the other 16 series, 16, 30, and 31 are in revenue service. Not sure if I can see 15, 16, 17 for the crowding. But yeah, that train's been hard to catch. But yeah, it's getting very cold out, so I'm gonna keep myself warm. But yeah, that's another thing that we're to take into consideration. Ride videos are good during the winter because you have the vehicles are heated for the most part. But if you're trying to rail fan during cold weather, I bet the catch better be worth it. Like, you gotta see something rare for me to be outside. Do a Rochester yard check. 1736, oh, I don't know. Let's get it. Rochester. I'm gonna do that request virtually, or I'm gonna do an out-of-state substitute for you, because my hands are starting to freeze over. And yeah, I just saw one of the cars. 1748 and 49 are probably over there, but we did see them earlier. The couple demarried or divorced from each other. But yeah. But yeah. I wish it was nicer and I had more daytime, but yeah. Thank goodness I did what I did today. No regrets. Because it's really, really cold outside. And now that it's rush hour, we can see what we can do at rides. If it's too crowded, we won't do it. But if there's some space, we can see if we can let something in. So, with that being said, to do the new Cringy Garage construction update. I think I did one the other day, so I need to do some shopping. So I'm going to do it virtually for today and check all the garage. It's too cold, so I'm going to do it virtually. But if you do a flyby, but yeah. See you in the next stream. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you next stream.